I'm Elizabeth at A Literary Princess. If you are new here, welcome. I have a PhD in English literature with a focus on Victorian women novelists, and as you might expect, I love to read. Today I have my August TBR for you. I say this every time, but how are we here? I feel like July just started and I have not read half of what I wanted to read in July, and now I'm thinking about what I want to read for August. So, I have also noticed that I am not doing very well on my list of books, my list of 50 books to read for 2026. So this TBR is really focused on that. I have, for the most part, picked one book for kind of each of my categories on there. All but one of these books is on the list, and that one that isn't on the list is the first book in a series that the final book is on the list. So I need to reread the first two. So even though it's not on the list, it's contributing to the list. You see what I mean? So let's jump in. So first up is actually one that I'm in the middle of reading, and then I'm just I am sick of this at the moment. Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. It's not that I am sick of the book as a whole. What I am sick of is being in volume 1, which I have been in since January. So my goal for August, if I do anything, if I can only do one thing, I want it to be finishing volume 1 of Les Mis. I want to move on to volume 2. I want to have this whole book finished by the end of the year. So I need to get cracking. I need to just stop being lazy and whiny and like actually sit down and read a bit of this every day. And I'm gonna do that in August and it's gonna be done. And then in September, I'm gonna read volume 2. And it's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen, okay? It is. It really is. For the ones that I am not already in the middle of, can you call it the middle when it's volume 1 of 5 and you're not even halfway through? I don't know. Anyway, for the ones that I am not already reading, first up we have Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. This is the one that is not actually on the 50 books list, but the third book in the series, Holy Terrors, is. And I need to reread Little Thieves first so that I am aware of all of the details before going into the final book of the trilogy. This is a retelling of The Goose Girl. We are following Vanya. She is the maid who has stolen the princess's identity. And she is a devious little thing, and I love her. I'm really excited to reread this. It was my top book of the year, or I think this along with the second book, Painted Devils, were my top books of the year that I read it. I don't know what year that was. It was a while ago now, I feel. But I adored this and I'm super excited to revisit it. And then finally, finish the series. Now for some poetry. This is Rainbow Remnants in Rock Bottom Ghetto Sky by Thylias Moss. I picked this up for free at my university, and it is actually by a graduate of our MFA in creative writing. And I'm curious to read it. It's, short. It's only 70 pages, which is really nice. So, this is an easy way to check off a book from the list. But also, I'm just really curious to check it out. I'm trying to expand and read more poetry and just, expand my horizons beyond Sylvia Plath. This next book is in my other fiction category, which means it's not a classic and it's not fantasy, but it is fiction. This is Rouge by Mona Awad. I actually read the first chapter of this for my Reading First Chapters video a while ago now. Was that last month? The month before? I think it was May. I don't remember. I know that this is kind of playing with the fairy tale of Snow White. We are following a girl named Belle who is obsessed with beauty, like her estranged mother, Noelle. Belle and Noelle. and her mom dies. And then there is a culty spa. I don't know, I'm curious. I have read one book by Awad Bunny. I've actually read it twice. I reread it earlier this year. And I'm hoping to like this. I don't know if I'll end up keeping it, even if I do like it, because I did ultimately unhaul Bunny. But I do really want to read it because A, I did enjoy Bunny, and B, I really like fairy tale retellings, and since this is playing with Snow White, I'm curious to check it out. And the first chapter was really intriguing. From my other classics category, we have Howard's End by E.M. Forrester. I borrowed this from my mom, and I need to give it back at some point. I have a lot of books from my mom that I borrowed and have not read, so I'm trying to... that's another category this is in. Books I borrowed from my mom and should read in return. So, there is no summary on the back, but I know it's like kind of English country house, and I've heard that it's really good. I've heard that the mini-series is really good, so I'm looking forward to it. And it's not actually as long as this makes it seem, because this is a Norton Critical Edition, so it is actually only this long. So, really want to get to that this month. Next up is some nonfiction. This is My Life in Middlemarch by Rebecca Mead. This is a memoir focused on Mead's experience with the novel Middlemarch by George Eliot. This was on my People April TBR, and I didn't get to it, and I really would. I really would like to. I've had it for quite a while, actually before I even liked Middlemarch. Possibly even before I had finished Middlemarch. So, because I just like memoirs that are focused around books, particularly 19th century novels by women, because yeah, that's my thing. And so I had bought this before I'd even read Middlemarch. So I really would like to read this. And the last two books are both Victorian, and the first one is Adam Graham by Margaret Oliphant. This was on one of the TBRs, possibly more than one of the TBRs for the year, I don't know. But I really want to get a start on my project of reading all of Oliphant's novels. So, and doing reviews of them. So, you know, to do that, I have to actually read the book. Shocking, right? Isn't it? This is one of her Scottish stories. It's a very early novel. Her fourth, possibly fifth. She wrote a lot of books, guys. So I am looking forward to it, and I'm hoping to get to it this time. The final book is my read for the Elizabeth Gaskell Project. This is A Dark Night's Work from 1863. I don't know much about it. Prosperous attorney, devoted daughter. Desire for social distinction, questions of class, reputation, and duty. Father's relentless pursuit of status. The arrival of a conscientious young law student. Ooh. And the subtle rivalries of county society. This sounds like it'll be fun. I really have not heard people talk about this one at all. So other than that summary on the back, I'm going in very blind. But I've been enjoying everything from Gaskell so far, and I'm looking forward to this. So that is my August TBR. Let me know down in the comments, have you read any of these? What did you think of them? What are you going to be reading for August? And also, how are you doing with your goals for the year? Are you behind like I am, or are you like right on track, or have you already completed your goals for the year? Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of my bookish content. It has been great chatting with you. I will see you soon. Bye.